Hello everyone, this video is going to be about, actually, look at the title, I'm going to explain how leverage works, and also I want to talk about how you can use your super in order to invest in property and some of the advantages of it, and the reason why you would do it as opposed to just letting it sit in your super fund. Also, it's a really great chance for me to show off my great little toy, which is my pad, so I can do all these cool squiggles. Alright, so to explain leverage, I have a little story I'd like to tell you. Imagine, we'll call him, Mr. Smarty, okay? Mr. Smarty's there, and you give him a challenge, and you say, you have one marble and one duplicating machine. And what you need to do is make that marble as many marbles as you possibly can. But you're only allowed to use the duplicating machine once. So Mr. Smarty Pants, who's got a really crooked smile right now, let's make that better. Mr. Smarty Pants puts his marble into the duplicating machine. Out comes 1, 2 marbles. He walks away, he's happy. Okay, but then what you've got over here is a second person, Mr. Smarter, perhaps. He has a friend. He knows he has a few tricks up his sleeve. Over here, he goes over to the maker of the marbles and says, "Hey, mind if I borrow some of your marbles for a while?" And the marble maker says, "Sure, but it'll cost you if you want to do it." He says, "That's okay." So he starts with his one marble, but then borrows a further 3 marbles. He's also got the duplicating machine, and he puts all those 4 marbles into the duplicating machine, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he gets marbles out of it. Like so. He then cuts a marble in half and pays that to the marble maker as payment for lending him the marbles in the first place. Gives back the original 3 marbles that he owed. And he's left with half a marble plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5 marbles. See, person number 1 started with 1 marble, and person number 2 also started with 1 marble, but person number 2 used leverage, and so ended up with a whole lot more. Now, the only difference here is, see, this guy was smart. Doubling the marbles was a good idea. The thing is, he's like, I didn't know that I could do this. I would have if I could. And that's the difference. That's what I'm about. That's how I don't want you to be this guy. I want you to be this guy, the one that has the friends, knows what he's capable of doing because he's got education and he's asked the right questions or was in the right place at the right time. So this is how it's basically the same concept. As if you were going to use leverage with your super. Let's just say you start with $100,000 in your super, okay? And you leave it where it is in its managed fund, and that'll get invested into a whole range of different things. And so long as nothing goes wrong, there's no stock market crashes, etc. Let's just hope that that 100K in 10 years' time will turn into 200K. Okay. Now, if you were to use leverage like the second guy, you have your 100K, but you can go to a bank and borrow another 300K in order to invest that into property. Let's say it's 10 years' time. Could be less than that, but I'm just saying this just for an example. And now that 400K has turned into 800K minus the 300K that you originally borrowed, and a bit of the interest, and so you're left with a little bit less than the 500K. You both start with 100, but one finishes with 200 and one finishes with around about the 500K mark. Both of them have doubled. Okay, both of them have doubled. But just because you have used leverage, because you know that you can, you walk away with a much better result. Okay? So that's how that works. So that is leverage. Basically, using what you have, turning it into something so that you can get more. So, what I'd like you to do, if you probably didn't know that you could use leverage and you could borrow against your super, people do, have a look at this website. I'll zoom in to make it a bit easier so you can see it. superselfmanaged.com.au. Check that out. And what we've got here, this is Dave. He's the founder of the whole super self-managing. He drives a Lamborghini. It makes me incredibly jealous. He owns over $10 million worth of property, and he's a keen investor himself. He set this up because he wanted to use a super to buy property, but could not find the right information anywhere. And it took him about 8 months, 9 months to actually get the right information from all of his, hot car driving friends, etc. Until he made it possible and then said, hey, this would be great for others to know about it. And so he's made it possible for you. So you've just got to get in contact with him, with me, because I work for him, obviously, and go to that website, check it out. My name is Ben. You should ask for me. I can help you out. Now, if you want to send me an email to ask for a bit more, bnc@cbpd, you should write this down, .com.au. You send me an email, or if you really want to go for it, give me a call. Just like that. Now, there is plenty of reasons why you'd want to use your super, not just because you can use leverage and because it's money that you haven't accessed before, but there is plenty of reasons why you'd want to use your super to invest in property over using your regular fund, because you get a whole lot more tax breaks that you didn't know about. So check this website out, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video.